what is going on, people? Welcome to episode 23 of the Sheffield Wednesday career mode here on EFC 24. I hope you're doing well. And firstly, let me apologise for last episode. I've just gone to watch it back, start editing, and I realised that it didn't record my audio. So you can see me in the corner talking, but you can't hear what I'm saying. So, yeah, that's a big failure on my part. I can only apologise, really. I thought it was working. It seemed to be working in OBS for whatever reason. It didn't. I've tested this time to make sure that this is working, and I'm confident this one is. I can see the bar moving up and down on OBS recording the audio, so who knows. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. I said it at the start of last episode, but obviously you won't have heard me say it. Congratulations to Sheffield Wednesday on surviving in the Championship this season. Very, very, happy for them. Been keeping tabs on their results ever since we started this series, and really glad to see that they stayed up. So if you didn't see last episode, I will have uploaded it, but it will be, I'm recording this straight after, so it will have been uploaded, but just the goals, essentially. There's no point showing you the main highlights. Let me talk you through then what happened in the last episode so you can actually get a bit more detailed analysis. So coming off the back of a huge 5-1 win against Derby, we opened the episode with a 3-1 win against Watford. We then beat Plymouth 2-1 in a sim game. A little bit of a dip. We drew 0-0 with Hull, but Hull are directly below us in the table, so not a bad result. We then lost 3-2 against lower mid-table QPR, but they played really well in that game, so they played well, we didn't, can have no complaints. And then the final game, we simmed against Preston, and we picked up a 1-0 win. Notable mentions, or notable things to come from the last episode. Josh Windass signed a new 2-year contract extension, pushing him to be one of our highest earning quite clearly our highest earning player at 25 grand a week. And we signed Will Hughes on a free. So, that brings you up to speed. So, this is what the Championship table looks like. We sit in third. We've really reduced the gap to Sheffield United and Burnley. They're certainly within touching distance, but then also the teams behind us not lagging too far behind. So, it's quite competitive. We are exactly halfway through the season now. It's going to shape up to be a really fascinating end to the season. Today, we start on New Year's Eve, December 2024, and we're going to do the 5 games, as we always do, because there's not really going to be a lot of transfer action. I don't imagine we've got £1 million to spend. So unless we see player sales, I might try and shift 1 or 2 out, but I haven't really made up my mind yet. But we're going to start with 3 played games. So we'll play Cardiff. They're just outside the playoffs. Southampton are just in the playoffs. And Middlesbrough, pretty much all the teams we're playing today are good teams, apart from, Derby. So we're going to play the first 3. We're going to play Cardiff, we're going to play Southampton, we're going to play Borough. And then we will sim Derby and Stoke and see how the land lies there. Hopefully we'll get through in the FA Cup, so that will produce another tie. That's how we're going to have it for now. I think that brings you up to date with everything. If you are enjoying this series and indeed looking forward to this episode, make sure you pop a like on there for me, subscribe to the channel. We are looking around for players, but again, with limited amount of money, who knows what we're going to be able to do. But it is not quite January yet. That's what our squad looks like. Very tired. Rotation is going to be necessary ahead of this game against Cardiff. Let's get into it. So for the opening game of this episode, then, this is our host Cardiff lineup. Horvath in goal, and Gutas, Sonoda and Jamilu Collins at the back. Siop is holding with Turnbull and Ramsey ahead of him. O'Dowda on the right. Mate leading the line with Campbell on the left. They've got some not too bad options on the bench. McGuinness and Robinson, the ones I'm looking at. We've had to heavily rotate. And kind of like how we had to play Cyrus Christie right wing last episode, we're kind of having to do the same again. So back 4, not quite. A Forey in goal, back for Cannon, Osho, Cashin and Norrington Davis coming in. Wintle and Brown in midfield. Wintle against his former club. Hall in the 10. Osborne playing on the right wing. Wilkes leading the line. Leif Davis is having to play left wing for us. And then as you can see, a number of options on the bench as well. We really need to sort of get more attacking depth. But again, with the limited amount of money we have in January, maybe we'll have to look to some loans potentially. Just loan in a winger. Or maybe even a free agent. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, we're going to need some sort. We can't keep playing fullbacks on the wing, really. Let's keep going. Just back out to Brown. We'll find Leif Davis now. Into the area. Leif Davis. Oh, we'll find Malik Wilkes, who will win the ball back, and it's straight at the keeper. And it's cleared away. But Cannon brings it down well. Osborne will find... Oh, it's not going to quite break to George Hall. Ball up in the air. Could have gone anywhere. Thankfully for Cardiff. As Mayte brings that down and plays it really well out wide to Campbell. It's a lovely ball out to Campbell. Inside to Mayte. Osho with a big tackle though. Can we fashion a chance before the half-time whistle? George Hall looking to go on his own, and he might well get the opportunity to do so. George Hall. Oh, it's a lovely save from Horvath. Flying away to his right-hand side. Got something on it. Didn't push it well away, but got enough on it to stop it going goal-bound, and that will be half-time. Siopis can come forward to Turnbull. To O'Dowda. Back to the Scot, sorry. And well, we couldn't get anyone near him, and David Turnbull has found the back of the net. And the Welsh side take the lead not long after the second half starts. And just, yeah, really will. I'm trying to get Cashin away to him, but Mayte is doing a really good job of blocking him off. And he's just picked that corner and found it superbly well, David Turnbull. And well, this makeshift Sheffield Wednesday side is behind. I don't know if I have the confidence in them to turn it around. Wilkes. Davis. Oh, I almost got around the defender, but George Hall was making a run. They could have maybe slipped it into him. Oh, but Osborne intercepts. And now, Davis. Oh, Wilkes is there. Malik Wilkes. Oh, I will shoot straight at Horvath. Took his time to get the shot away, Malik Wilkes. Thought he might have got challenged in the process, but apparently not. Although that's a terrible pass. Oh, Wilkes just held on to it far too long. Osborne does well again. We'll find George Hall this time. Wilkes. He does really well. Malik Wilkes surely this time will fire into the top corner. He hit that with some conviction, Malik Wilkes. And well, the knocking on the door has finally paid off. But yeah, finally worked himself a bit of space and right into the roof of the net. Horvath not saving this one. Just beaten by the sheer power and how close it was to him. We have our leveller. Making a change. Leif Davis is shattered. So we're bringing on Cyrus Christie to play on that right wing as we did in the last episode. And Osborne is going to switch over to that left-hand side. But yeah, I definitely think it's worth looking maybe for a loanee or something just to give us a bit of depth in that. Or we could even look to recall someone that we've got out on loan perhaps, as we did quite a bit last season. We recalled a few players who'll try to get Wilkes in behind, but love that determination from Brown. And now Cyrus Christie will try and find Malik Wilkes, who's in behind Malik Wilkes, and we'll find the back of the net once again. A lovely individual effort from Malik Wilkes. Took the ball under his control. It's a nice ball from Christie into feet, but just galloped past his man, set himself onto that left foot, and again into the far corner. And well, Malik Wilkes, very much a bit part player in this, certainly this season. And he's coming up trumps for us. A couple of goals in just a few minutes for Malik Wilkes has turned this game around. And at the moment, we are looking very, very good to potentially be in a title fight this season as Osho comes across and does superbly well there. Not allow Cardiff up the pitch and Christie winning that. And now Wilkes winning that. And we will be home and dry unless George Hall gets away from his man. George Hall will finish the game off. Superb finish from George Hall. He finds that top corner with aplomb. And the players go wild, and why not? It's certainly going to be a good New Year's Eve for the Sheffield Wednesday fans and players alike. And well, selling a chanting Yorkshire. Just look at that for a finish. Gets away from his man. And again, Horvath just beaten by the power. To say Horvath's had a good game and yet still conceded 3 just shows how good we've been offensively in this game. And what I said earlier, that I didn't know if I had the faith in our makeshift side to come back in this one, but we've more than come back in it. We won it quite convincingly in the end. Superb performance. Whole win though. So keeping the pressure on. But we move into 2025. Here Hickory departs. I'm going to have a look at the squad and see if there isn't some shifting that we could potentially do. So for this first game of 2025, this is how our host Southampton line up. Bazunu in goal, back four. Bree, Bella Kotchap, Chaleka Carr and Perot. Sumare holding with Aribo and Stuart Armstrong ahead of them. Adam Armstrong on the right, Ross Stewart leading the line, Sulemana on the left. Our man Michelle Polly is there on the bench for them. Bit of growth from him, which is good to see. But yeah, plenty of decent options for them. We have reverted to full strength. Unfortunately, the two heroes from last time out, Hall and Wilkes, both too tired to feature in this one. So yeah, we are back to full strength. And hopefully that will prove dividends against what is no doubt going to be a tough Southampton side. Ball to find Sulemana, and he's trying to get away from Cannon, and he might well have just done so. Sulemana, Cannon desperately trying to get back at him, and oh well, as he kept that in, not quite. Just eventually runs out of play, but it was a good block from Osho initially, ahead of the shot from Ross Stewart. As now they go short, out to the edge, try and get a man out to him, and it's Cannon. Oh my word, and it's. Well, it's pushed away from... oh, he's missed that, Poveda, completely. Not too sure who it was that had the shot, but Fori has tipped it onto the post, but it bounced back into danger. Thankfully, Cannon was alive to it, as Southampton just continue the pressure, and that's a lovely tackle. And now, can we get away? Oh, and well, actually, that has favoured us massively, because now Ugbo is in behind Ike Ugbo. Will find the back of the net with relative ease. And while the little dink ball over the top, snuffed out well by Southampton, but in that, left a massive gap. Fell straight back to Windass, who could play Ike Ugbo through. And well, Ike Ugbo has found that top corner superbly well. He's never going to miss a one-on-one. We'll say that. He has missed a couple, but probably the Championship's top scorer again this season so far. I would hazard a guess. And he hasn't waited long, just 13 minutes to open his account for this calendar year. A lovely start. Good play from Southampton. Oh, and Cashin does superbly well just to read that one and step across. And we've neutralised Southampton quite well in this game so far. Just kept them at arm's length, not really let them do a lot. And well, Cannon. Oh, Masaba, he scored another header. A flying header at that. Get in, my boy. He's on fire at the moment, is Anthony Masaba. Cannon it was, bursting down the line. And well, just played the ball in. It was quite flat, but thankfully the defenders made a hash of it. And Masaba, he's had to sort of fly it, leaning backwards almost, to get something on it. But once he's made connection with that, it was only going to end up in one place. And that was the back of the net. A superb goal from Anthony Masaba. We have really controlled this game since going a goal up. Just handled Southampton absolutely superbly. Hugely impressive from Will Hughes. Just great determination. And Ugbo could be in again here. And Ike Ugbo. Oh, hello. And he's given a penalty, the referee. It was a bit of a scramble. I didn't really know what to say, but Bazunu, is he just... well, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm going to take it, but EK Ugbo. We'll go top right as we look at it. EK Ugbo. Bazunu makes the save. Maybe justice. It did seem a bit soft, but Bazunu with a save. Hopefully, though, Ugbo. Oh, I was going to say, hopefully now Southampton don't use that as momentum to try and get back into this game. We need to put in a big performance in these final 15 because they will be spurred on by that. But we've been so good for most of this game defensively. Oh, my word. And that one's just gone in the end out of play. And now Perot can come forward after a mistake from Cannon. Ball into the area. Can Cashin get there? It's Sunamana, I think, who does. But fortunately for us, the header is pretty tame as we're not going to get a foul in there. Thank you very much. We will take that and just quieten down Southampton. Just try and keep the ball in these final few minutes. Windass has actually turned his man. Ugbo is in behind. I think he's offside. He wasn't offside. Okay, I should have taken that chance a bit more seriously. Lovely ball. Sahi is in behind. Plays it back now. Well, that's a lovely tackle in there. And again, we just shut them down and Pervada over the top. Can Ugbo lich onto that one? He does. The mistake from Bella Kotchap. Oh, Ugbo. Just not enough on the finish. Maybe just try to give Bazunu the eyes or something, but the keeper with a very good save. And now Ugbo is in behind again. EK Ugbo will have the strike. And again Bazunu with the save. Aspria, he'll have a strike. And again Bazunu flying away to his right will make the save. Ever since that penalty save, he's been on absolute fire. Windass, corner in. Ugbo is there. It's gone all the way through. It's Aspria now. Cut this one back. Aspria will have the strike and again. Bazunu makes the save and it will be a corner. Will not be beaten in these final few minutes. Can Cashin get on this one? He can't quite, and that should be the final whistle. And indeed it is. Well, what an entertaining game, but one for most of it that we were in control. And a very, very good performance and a massive win away at a ground like St Mary's. West Brom smashed Charlton, Burnley with a big bin, but Sheffield United lose. Massively important for us. A press conference ahead of this Middlesbrough game then. Let's see what they have to ask us. What are you expecting from the game? I'm guessing Middlesbrough will be put up more of a fight. I remember battering them early doors last season. I can't remember what the score was last time out. Will you have your last win have the opposition worried? Yeah, I think we're in pretty good form actually. So hopefully they will be worried about us. Can your boys compete for the title now? We'll just take it game by game. Give it a diplomatic answer. But certainly the longer this good run of form goes on, we're looking more and more likely to be in the title contention. And well, for this final play game in the episode, our visitors Middlesbrough line up like this. Senny Dieng in goal, back four of Smith, McNair, Clark and Bangura. Hopefully we can give Matt Clark an absolute run around like we did in the first game against Middlesbrough this series. Barlaser and the former man George Byers holding for them. Isaiah Jones on the right, McRee on the left, and Allen in behind Marcus Fors. Where's Steve? If you know, you know. Hop on the bench there. Engel, Latte, Lath, Finazaz, Lenehan. So some very good options on the bench for Middlesbrough. And well, we've gone back to the lineup that we played in the first game because these 3 games that we've played have all been in quick succession. So lots of rotation. Afori in goal, a back four of Cannon, Osho, Cashin and Norrington Davis at left back. Wintle and Brown in the middle. Hall in the 10. That's Middlesbrough. Osborne on the right. Wilkes leading the line. Leif Davis is left wing. And of course the rotation on the bench as well. So Hall and Wilkes actually getting their start again in a very familiar lineup to the first, the same lineup as the first game of the episode. So hopefully this combination of players again will come up with something fairly special. That's a lovely piece of play from Isaiah Jones. Just twist Dorrington Davis inside out Has to stop to keep the ball in play, and Cashin gets a toe on it, but not enough. And somehow, inexplicably, that has found its way in. And I think it's Alan, who's on the score sheet for Middlesbrough. Doesn't need Steve to help him out this time. Tommy Smith, of course, formerly of this parish, giving it big in as well. But somehow that is squeezed in inexplicably. And well, Afori has just opened himself up, and Alan has somehow squeezed that in. It's taken a nick off the post, but even still, that is poor from us. Really poor to concede a goal of that quality. And Osborne just trying to force it into Wilkes. Oh, but the mistake there. And Ben Osborne could be in behind. Ben Osborne will cut this one back. We'll find George Hall, and that will be a level up. On the stroke of half-time, a mistake in the back by Middlesbrough, which has been rare in this game. They've defended superbly for, well, 45 of the 46 that we've almost played. But Osborne cutting this one back. Hall just gets the touch in, able to get the shot away before anyone can get near him. And again, just powers it past Dieng in the goal. Nothing that Paddy McNair can do as he watches on. And thankfully, as the half-time whistle goes, we pull level. Good ball, Jones. Got Norrington Davis to accompany, but it's... Well, can we get someone across to that, please? And Cashin can't get there. And it's... I think it's Riley McGree who has found the back of the net. It is indeed. Norrington Davis far too run. Brown didn't track his man. Cashin caught between two. And Middlesbrough working it along the line and finding the back of the net. Malik Wilkes. Oh, it's a lovely turn. Hall just didn't make the right run. Wilkes. Oh, and it's just... Oh. Okay, I assumed it was offside, so that's why I didn't say anything. And Alan Brown has scored, and we are level. Oh, and Jones has managed to get away from Norrington Davis again. Oh, Norrington Davis just... Oh, it's going to be a carbon copy of the... Oh, no, thankfully. I think it was Winterlin there, maybe, who managed to get that away. But thankfully, we have done so. Now we can turn defence into attack with Leif Davis. Although he's got no one around him. Does need support, and it comes in the shape of Alan Brown. It will find Malik Wilkes. It will have a strike, and it's a great block from Matt Clark. Why have you become good all of a sudden? Little ball over the top for Norrington Davis. And Panzu is inside. Pelly Ruddock and Panzu. Is he going to go all the way? And Panzu, he has done in the 92nd minute. We've won it. And he's going to come from out of the crowd. Get in, Pelly Ruddock and Panzu. He comes up with goals quite often in this season. And while he's done it there again, I was waiting for the supporting run. Oh, we can't see anything. I was waiting for the supporting run there in the middle from Brown just to peel off and find that gap. He never did. So Mpanzu had to go on himself. He shaped up beautifully and used that far post to his advantage. And kiss it, yeah, just absolutely superb finish in the last minute of added time. Piotrowski giving it large as well. But Mpanzu, the hero, we've done it again with this makeshift side. We've somehow, with the last kick of the game, turned this around. Yeah, absolutely superb. Well, this is not a good piece of news to get through. Porto have met the release clause for Anthony Musaba. I did not know that he had a release clause. We could offer him a new contract to try and combat this, but Porto, that's where Bernard went, isn't it? So he could join Bernard at Porto, and that would be a big move for him. I think it'd be interesting to see what his value is, and how much sort of they reckon we could get for him. Financial, he's worth 3 million, and that's his release clause, basically. Has anyone else got release clauses I don't know about? Just Musaba. What a shame. I would fight to keep him, but like Bernard, Porto is such a good move for him. It's just a shame we won't get good money for him, but I'm not going to fight that. It would be unfair to him. So we could be potentially about to lose Anthony Musaba. So then, for the first of these final two games of the episode that we are going to sim, the first, Derby County in the third round of the FA Cup. We are away from home, and it is, I think, 10 changes to this side. Oh, I can't quite remember actually, because we played a rotated side last out. Either way, from our full strength lineup, Ugbo is the only survivor. Carrius comes in goal. Back for Fredericks, Liam Palmer, who's down to 66. Diaby, Norrington Davis, Winton and Brown in the middle. Wilkes, just about fit enough to play, is going to start on this right hand side. Hall up in the 10, Osborne out on the left, and Ugbo is up top. So then, let's see if we can beat lowly Derby County and advance in the FA Cup. 1-1, so it's going to be a replay. Ugbo rescuing us in the last couple of minutes. We had the better of the game, so disappointing we couldn't see this one through. But an extra game on the horizon. Hopefully we can win the replay. And here it is. Oh, it's such a shame with how important he's become as part of this team. But Anthony Musaba is going to be leaving us. He looks disappointed. I mean, the players always look disappointed in this scenario, but thank you, Anthony Musaba, for some very good memories. And he will definitely be missed, which is such a shame to see. But it's a good move for him. A receptionist, he knows it as well. But it's a really good move for Musaba to go to Porto. Like I said, just a shame it's only £3 million that we've received. But that does help us out massively. We'll need to... well, with the lack of attacking options we've already got, we're going to need to have a think. So for the final game of the episode then, we are at home against Stoke. And well, we've just had to change things slightly. Hall comes in for the departing Musaba. Windass pushes out to the left. Hall in the number 10, but otherwise it's as you were, back to full strength. Hopefully we can pick up a win in this one, and we do. Windass at the double. A very comprehensive win actually. In terms of the stats, although we went behind early doors, dominating the game and picking up a deserved 3 points. So, good performance from Windass to grab us the goals. And well, we are certainly set our sights on an attacking player to come in between now, if not a couple between now and the end of this window. So, that will pick up next episode. We did have an offer for a Fori from Almeria for 1.4 million, but I'm not entertaining that, especially as we only have Carrius, and we've seen how Carrius has played so far this season. So yeah, overall, it's been a pretty productive episode. 3-1 win against Cardiff, 2-0 against Southampton, 3-2 against Borough. That replay to come against Derby and a win. So in all our league games, it's 4 wins. So let's go and have a look at what the table looks like. Anticlimax. Charlton got Reading in a replay. Chelsea Bournemouth in a replay as well, interestingly. Right, let's have a look. We're top of the tree by 3 points as well. And we've moved 5 points ahead of Sheffield United. Well, that certainly looks healthy, doesn't it? We are 13 points clear of the playoffs. So, things are looking very good for us. Very happy with how things are going at this moment, and by sitting top of the league, that surely shows. But in the next episode, then we will finish the month of January. So we'll have Derby, Sunderland. We'll finish deadline day, and then West Brom, Pompey, and Huddersfield. If other FA Cup games don't come involved, but that is the plan, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this one. If you have, pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel. We will miss Anthony Musaba, but hopefully we can still pull through. I'll see you in the next one.